Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a challenge that, let's be honest, hits a lot of CPA firms right where it hurts. That feeling of being swamped, constantly busy, but not actually, well, growing. We're going to explore how a smart approach to outsourcing can be the key to finally breaking that cycle. So let's kick things off with a question that probably hits pretty close to home for a lot of you. Are you genuinely growing, or are you just busy? There's a huge difference, right? Are you moving forward, or are you just spinning your wheels trying to keep up with the daily grind?
Yeah, if any of this looks familiar, you are definitely not alone. This is the classic CPA's dilemma. You're buried under a mountain of repetitive work, you've got these insane seasonal crunches, and your best people are working crazy hours. And what gets sacrificed? The strategic work, the high-value client advice that actually drives growth. It's a trap.
Okay, so let's really frame this problem correctly. The issue isn't the work itself. The issue is the type of work that's got you bogged down. We have to figure out how to separate that routine, predictable, busy work from the high-level strategic stuff that really makes a difference for your clients and for your bottom line. So how do we break out of that trap? Well, the answer is strategic outsourcing. And listen, I'm not just talking about saving a few dollars here. I'm talking about building a brand new, powerful engine for your firm, an engine that frees you up to focus on what you're truly best at. This is where it gets really powerful. Just imagine having a team of highly trained accountants who already know US GAAP inside and out, working for you while you sleep. That time zone difference, it suddenly becomes your secret weapon, creating a 24-hour work cycle. You can scale up for tax season and back down again without the headache of hiring and firing. And the best part? Your key people, your superstars, are now free to do what they do best, build those client relationships, and give that high-level advice. Now let's talk numbers for a second. A potential 70% drop in operational costs, that's a complete game changer. That isn't just savings, that's fuel. That's capital you can pour back into the business, invest in new tech, ramp up your marketing, build out your advisory services. The possibilities are huge. So how does this work in the real world? Look, this isn't about replacing your team. It's about empowering them. Think about your controller and your accounting manager. Right now, I bet they're both wearing way too many hats. The controller should be focused on big picture strategy, while the accounting manager is stuck in the weeds of daily operations. And this right here, this is the key. You separate strategy from execution. Suddenly, your accounting manager isn't doing all the manual tasks anymore. They're supervising an efficient offshore team. Their role gets elevated. And your controller, they get clean, accurate data faster than ever, so they can actually focus on that high-level decision-making. It's a total win-win. Okay, let's get into the how. How do you scale up your capacity without losing your firm's identity or your brand? This is where a concept called white label accounting comes in, and trust me, it's a brilliant solution. This is basically the magic trick. Your offshore team operates completely behind the scenes, like an invisible extension of your own staff. As far as your clients are concerned, it's all you. They never know the difference. All they see is that they're getting faster, more efficient service from the firm they already know and trust. And this is a huge deal because a lot of firm owners worry about outsourcing. They think, am I going to lose control? Will my client relationships suffer? With a white label model, it's actually the opposite. You can instantly expand what you offer, you can handle those crazy peak seasons with ease, and you deliver a flawless client experience, all while making your own brand even stronger. And the process itself? It's incredibly simple. You are the face of the firm. You bring in the client work. Your offshore team does the heavy lifting, often overnight. Then you and your core team just review and deliver the final product. It plugs right into your existing workflow, and you are always in control. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room for every single CPA firm out there. Tax season. You know, that time of year filled with long nights, cold pizza, and massive burnout. What if I told you it absolutely does not have to be that way? For so many firms, this is the unfortunate truth, year after year. Tax season becomes this frantic scramble just to survive, instead of being a chance to thrive. Your team is exhausted, you're probably turning away new clients because you just can't handle the volume. It's a mess, but it's a mess you can fix. By outsourcing your tax prep, you can completely flip the script. Imagine your team walking in every morning to a queue of completed returns, just waiting for their final review. No more late-night data entry. No more burnout. And here's the kicker. You'll actually have the capacity to take on more clients during your busiest time of year. It is a total game changer. And this is the ultimate goal: to take tax season from being this chaotic bottleneck and turn it into a smooth, streamlined, profit-driving machine, to turn your biggest headache into your single greatest competitive advantage. So let's pull all these pieces together, because this is about so much more than just getting through tax season. This is about designing the future of your firm, a firm that's more agile, more scalable, and completely laser-focused on delivering incredible value. What you're creating here is a powerful growth flywheel. It's a cycle that feeds itself. Better efficiency means happier clients. Happier clients and more free time means you can offer more high-value advisory work. More advisory work deepens those relationships and boosts revenue, and that extra revenue fuels even more growth. The wheel just keeps spinning faster and faster. If you take away just one thing from all this, let it be this: smart outsourcing is not just some operational tactic to save money. It's a core growth strategy. It is a fundamental redesign of your business model for resilience, for scale, and for long-term sustainable profit. So, I'll leave you with this one final thought. What could you really build if the endless busy work was just gone? What kind of firm could you create? And what kind of impact could you really have for your clients? Think about it. The possibilities are pretty amazing.